Good afternoon, it's James the Weatherman here, back with another video. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Last week we were kind of in this same scenario that's going to be going on tomorrow on March 30th, 2022. A little bit different this time. This would be a QLCS event, and it's going to be a severe weather outbreak, but it's mainly going to be damaging winds, destructive winds. Um, There'll be numerous severe storms in these areas. Some embedded tornadoes. Some may be strong. As QLCS, if unless it's ahead of the line of storms, it's they'll be quick spin ups. But there's like I said, there is a potential for tornadoes, may strong. But we're looking at more of a damaging wind threat for tomorrow. But we will go over the tornado potentials. Tornado risks. We do have a significant tornado risk over Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Louisiana, Birmingham, Alabama, uh, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Montgomery, Alabama. Why they issued that? Because, like I said, it's a QLCS. It could be a quick spin up. We're gonna look at the radar or the model, and we may even see a few storms get ahead of this line of this QLCS system, ahead of this dry line or cool front. Get ahead of it, and it could produce one or two strong tornadoes. And then once the line catches up, it's gonna lose itself. It's gonna be very destructive winds. Um, like the biggest threat tomorrow is gonna be winds. For I can name off some of the larger areas: Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Birmingham, Baton Rouge, Montgomery, Memphis, or Jackson, Tuscaloosa, um, Jackson, Tennessee, Monroe, Louisiana, Nashville, Tennessee, New Orleans, Louisiana, um, Birmingham, Baton Rouge, Atlanta, St. Louis, Louisville, Shreveport, Columbus, even into Houston, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, all the way up in Cincinnati and into Kentucky and Ohio. They're all in that. That's 5 to 45% chance of seeing 50 knots or higher wind. We're likely going to see it's going to be a severe weather outbreak for wind. There'll be tons of wind damage. Um, but let's move on. Hail is there's a 5% chance for hail. Not too big. It's going to be moving too quick. But let's go over to here. We're going to talk a little bit about the Mississippi area, just out of Louisiana going into Mississippi. The risk is 4 out of 5. Severe storms likely with widespread damaging winds up to 80 miles per hour possible. Few tornadoes are possible, and a strong tornado can't be ruled out. Should be hitting that Mississippi Louisiana border between noon and 3 p.m. Winds, strong winds are likely. Um, it's this significant scale for the risk for strong winds. It's between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Probably closer to maybe 9 to 6, 9 to 5 in this area. And then Mobile, Alabama, you got that 4 to 10 p.m. You'll have multiple ways of receiving this severe weather. But let's talk. A regional outbreak of severe thunderstorms is expected on Wednesday across the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast. All severe hazards are possible, including widespread damaging winds, some over 75 miles per hour, several tornadoes, and some which could be strong. A shortwave trough will eject from the southern plains across the lower mid Mississippi Valley on Wednesday, while acquiring a negative tilt. An 800 or 80 to 100 knot south-southwesterly mid-level jet will accompany the shortwave trough passage. Low-level southerly flow is also expected to be very strong, with 50 to 70 knot winds forecasted at the 850 millibar. Primary surface low should be located over Iowa at the start of this period, with a cold front extending southward from this low across the central southern plains. Secondary surface low is closer proximity to the shortwave trough is forecast to develop from eastern Oklahoma to the mid-south vicinity by Wednesday evening. This QLCS should strengthen Wednesday afternoon as it moves across northwestern Louisiana, eastern Arkansas, southwestern Missouri, and into much of the lower Mississippi Valley and mid-south. Aided by strengthening low mid-level flow, increasing low-level and deep layer shear will both become very strong, supporting updraft's organization, with primary linear storms mode expected. Widespread severe damaging wind appear likely. And with QLCS, several tornadoes should occur across the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast in the region, with circulation moving quickly east-northeastward. That's if supercells develop ahead of the line. Now let's look at the simulated red satellite. So tomorrow, right around this noon, 10 o'clock, between 10 and noon, you can see the line of thunderstorms, a line of severe weather. Is going to be in the Arkansas and into the Louisiana area. Any of these storms that are in front of it could produce strong tornadoes. Move forward a couple more hours. If these storms stay in front of the, this is just what the NAM 3K is showing. But if the storm still became supercellular renegade supercells, they can become strong tornadoes. The environment is favorable for it. And as you can see, this is after midnight. It's gonna be out of the area. A cape. Look. So right around here is when it's gonna start to ramp up. Dew points are gonna be pretty decent. So it's gonna be humid out there. And we'll look at the Significant tornado perimeter. The afternoon, probably between noon and 4, probably the biggest chance for, um, I would see bigger broad and probably noon and 6. Um, Seeing the strong tornadoes. Um, can't can't rule out a long track tornado. Um, but I would say tornado between Wednesday afternoon, um, and I would say the greatest tornado potential may focus along the southern portion of the line. If we go back to the southern portion of this line, if we see strong long track tornadoes, it'd be down in the southern part of the line. So, if you are in these areas or you know people in these areas, please let them know. They probably already know, but please keep them informed. Share this video out. Make sure you hit that like button. If you aren't, subscribe and hit that bell notification. And as always, stay weather aware.